Hello YouTube, Chelsea and I are in Mill Creek, Washington at Moonlight Aquatics for the first time. We're going to be giving a store tour. They have this beautiful mural on their glass, and look at the little shrimps down there.
You guys have to look at the shrimp.
Does it get any more adorable than that?
It's pretty darling, I don't know.
All right, let's head in. So here's the front of the store. There's roughly 160 or so tanks in here. And let's give you a good overview. Supplies over here. Really nice paludarium. Hard at work.
The purveyor of the establishment is
and
here.
I got some nice pond fish here, some koi. But we're going to start right over here with these beautiful Bosemani here.
They are beautiful. They're really nice.
These from Aves Creek. Really good price on them too.
Super
Looking
pretty.
Fantastic.
I feel like at that size, to already have that much color bodes well.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Those males are real nice.
Rosy loaches.
Oh,
also.
I didn't see the rosy loaches. There they are.
Yeah. Beautiful little dudes.
Darling.
Some really nice cardinal tetras. Brilliant rummy nose tetras. A little beta sorority here.
Look at all those lovely ladies.
Oh, what do we got down here? Galaxy rasboras. And auto cichlids. All right, now there's a lot of really cool gobies that we got to look at. There's 3 different species in this tank here. Here they all are. You want to try to pronounce those? Go ahead.
Let's type it on Areofuscus.
Areofuscus.
That's a fun one.
Areofuscus. Oh, there's the, isn't that the flaming arrow goby?
I am not, I think that might be. I think it might be. Yeah, I don't
think
know.
that
I
might
think that
be
is
it.
one. I think you're
Yeah.
right. Because you just confused the hell out of me. I was like, no, they're in the other tank, but yeah.
All right.
Anyways.
Right next door, we have some orange fin styphodons and some red saddle hillstream loaches. These guys are not for the faint of heart.
They're beautiful, but they're very sensitive fish.
Yep.
To be
Lots
very
of water
careful.
changes, fast flowing, lots of oxygen, just very clean water. And they should do okay for you. Just don't miss your water changes on these guys. And speaking of water changes, it is maintenance day today, so some of these tanks may not be perfectly clear, but don't worry about that. They're cleaning and
We
doing
like
water
to know
changes.
that maintenance is happening, so it's a good thing.
So these guys are really cool. These are Corydoras semi-aqualis. These are some of the bigger species, if I can focus. There we go. I have one of these because these guys can be aggressive towards each other. So this is one of the few cories that it's okay to keep just one of, if you want just one cory. Then we have probably the largest skunk cories. These are Corydoras bethaniae. I have a pretty good group of these wild caught, which is pretty neat. And then there's some Episcerama agassizii in there and a lonely angelfish. All right, more gobies and panda loaches.
Oh, I love panda loaches.
Yeah, tell us the bad thing about panda loaches.
If only they stayed panda forever, you guys. They do not. They will lose that like extreme patterning and kind of just turn a darker color. But they're still really fun and they're really enjoyable to watch. So, I mean, it's worth it. You get to enjoy them like that for a while and there's great behavior to follow. So they're always a win.
Got a bushy nose pleco there, cleaning up. These are Ananiae gobies, which is a beautiful goby. That's a really good price too.
Yeah, super good price on those.
We got one with a little bit of color over here that just went away.
They're just little peanuts.
Oh, here we go down here, yeah. Nice and young, so you get to enjoy them for a very long time.
I think that is a huge plus.
Another one that you're going to want very clean water for. And here we go, the new redfin penguin tetra. What do you think of these guys?
I actually really, really like these. I like the way they swim. I think the red is just enough color because, you know, I'm not a big fan of a super colorful fish. I kind of like more subdued fish. But what you can't see in person is there's like a really cool blue-green sheen over the whole body. So they're even better in person. I definitely think they're worth it. And they're starting to come down in price quite a bit too. So that's a huge plus.
So we have some type of Chilotharina here. These must be new because there's no tag yet. Right next door. We have the Melanotania sexlinianus, or the lipstick rainbow fish. You can kind of see the red on the lips there. Very beautiful. They get nice yellow golds with red fins and red lips. So pretty cool. Well, it wouldn't be a fish store without some arowana. So there you go, arowana fans. Come down here, we got a lot going on. What's going on in here?
Oh, these are some of my favorites. They are red Beckfords for the most part. I think that predominantly makes up the tank, or the red Beckfords. There are red neon blue eyes in there. Oh, there they are. Yep, I see one in the back, towards the back. And then the albino, it's a new type. Albino panda cories down at the bottom, which, I don't even know if I've ever seen those before. Interesting. And then some zebra ottos, I believe, somewhere hanging out. But yeah, for the most part, this tank is red Beckfords, which there's nothing wrong with that. These are very nice. They have a lot of color on them, which is always desirable. I mean, some of them are really, really bright.
You know, there's all these different species of albino cories, but they all look the same except for stirby.
Except for stirby.
Because they have the orange fin.
The only kind I've ever kept, honestly, of the albinos. They're the best.
Now, don't be alarmed. These are not long-fin panda cories.
Look at these long-fin pandas.
Dude, there's just some really nice emperor tetras.
Yeah, he has a couple different batches of great emperors right now, and this is one of them. So these guys are younger, and they haven't gotten their full amount. And you know, come to think, I actually think those might be carries. I'm not quite sure. They're pretty young still. I'd have to find out. But either way, they look really healthy.
They look like the blue carry. There's some hints of blue on some of them.
I think they're blue carries. So, which, I mean, emperors nonetheless, but they look really nice.
Down here we have the two-spot catfish, and I believe these are Mistis bimaculatus. I could be wrong. I'm not a catfish expert, but I've had my eye on these for a while. If you can get a group of these, they're super active, but I only see 2 or 3 in here, so you need a little bit more than that in your school. And if you've got a good group of them, like 6 to 8 minimum, they'll be out all over the place and just super fun, active fish. Looks like we just got a water change on this one, but we have some yellow phantom tetras that you don't see very often.
Nope, they're super pretty.
A very inexpensive but very pretty fish, in my opinion.
They get a good size.
Up top we have the Melanotania ogiblii, or Ogilbii.
They're pretty. I like those.
I swear I know about rainbows. Lots of rainbows here. Here we have the Calidiri, and again, lots of glare. But like most rainbow fish you see at a pet store, they're just going to be kind of silver. Some smaller Calitawas here. Some Chilothrina upper tor, which I've kept. And these will get that nice orange bronze on the fins. And they'll kind of... The thing with Chilothrina is they change color. They're color changing rainbow fish. So just a really fun fish to have. Down below, again, we got a random Episto there, but we got the Amazon puffers, followed by the platinum dwarf frogs, always a fan favorite. This is more autocinklus, and another species of Episto that I don't see.
My favorite.
Yeah, tell us about these guys.
So those are Empire gudgeons, and I have to say, these are very well priced. They've crept up a lot in price over the years, so these guys are only $14.99. I have never enjoyed a fish more, really. They're so peaceful. They're the nicest fish. You can keep them with tons of different types of fish. They really don't bother anybody, and when the males get older, the orange and white is just absolutely gorgeous. So nothing but good things to say about them.
Ooh, the red lip goby.
I love these.
If you want an inexpensive goby that's super active and has some good color, this is what I would recommend for you. They're not terribly fussy, but again, like most gobies, you want to keep them as clean as you can.
I think they're a really good size, too.
And then everyone's favorite, the ninja woodcat, or what I call the baby orcas.
They're so cute.
These guys have a feeding response similar to like Pictus cats, so they look calm now, but if you drop some food in there, they go kind of buck wild. So very fun fish to have, and just very pretty. And here we have some pea puffers. Who doesn't love a good pea puffer?
Yeah.
What do you like about these?
I don't know, everything. I don't think there's one thing to not like about pea puffers. I think keeping them, when I see this many at one time, I get really excited because I think we should be keeping them in larger groups than we do overall, and you can see how they behave around each other. Just totally fine. So much going on, they don't even care. There's nothing wrong with a pea puffer ever.
All right, and here we have some really cool red lizard catfish.
Look at those little babies.
Very nice.
I've kept them, and I really, really loved Love them. They're great fish.
So these are currently just a couple inches, but I think they're going to get around 7 inches full grown. And then we also have the bandit cories here, which are, this would be a good one if you don't want to run a heater. They can go a little cooler than most. And a random species of rainbowfish. Oh, Kalitawa, I can see now.
Okay.
All right, so here we have some kind of bread and butter tetras. Blue flame, that's the Colombian red and blue tetra. Whitefin tetras, ember tetras, and then one of your favorite fish.
I just love datinoids. I don't think I'd ever keep one, but a fish that is that just interactive with you and wants to be in your face like that and has no fear, and then will try and eat everything when they get bigger. I mean, they check all those boxes. I'm not a huge monster fish fan, but I just feel like an intelligent, interactive fish like this, if you have the right setup, can be really enjoyable. You have to have enough room for these guys. They get giant. So this is really small. I think it's very deceiving, but they're going to get like almost a foot long. So be careful.
Down below, looks like we have a bunch of bikers, ornate, teguslii, didn't pronounce that right, the calabi.
Got some thread fins too.
Yeah.
Little baby thread fins, always a great option. Solid fish.
Here we have some giant Congo tetras, only a couple left though.
Yeah, FYI guys, if you don't know about Congos, this is how big they get. Even a little bigger than this, honestly. So, and they move quick. There's only 3 of them in here and they're still covering a lot of space. So they're a great option, but they're quick and they're big.
Here we have the banded gudgeons.
This is one of my personal favorites. I kept these. I love them. They will eat anything and everything that they can fit their big dumb mouths around, but they're so fun to watch. Look how pretty that fish is. Like, that is just such a nice looking fish. They get about 6 inches. So remember, like, you're gonna need a big tank for these guys and they will try and devour everything. But other than that, they're really not an aggressive fish. They're pretty chill.
And you can see how big their mouths are. When they're 6 inches, they're gonna have huge mouths.
Huge. They will eat anything, like anything they can get their mouths around. But as long as it's bigger, they're really peaceful towards them. So it's pretty cool.
And we have a really interesting species of glass cat floating around here. I think I know what these are. I'll have to pop it up on screen because I don't, it's not coming to me right now, but I'm pretty sure I know what they are.
I love a see-through fish.
All right, up top here we have more of the bread and butter, some really nice black neon tetras. You can see them in the glare. Some royal white clouds that have some really good color to them. Albino cardinal tetras that I've actually never seen before.
I really like them. I think they look pretty cool, actually.
A little too pasty for me.
I'm surprised I do.
I can see why people would like them.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
This is a mystery fish here. Some type of tetra. It had the wrong name on it, so the name's been removed. And now we're trying to figure out what they are.
Could be something cool. You never know when they're that small.
Here we just have some Australian rainbow fish, which we all should be familiar with. The green neons, very underrated. Like if you want a neon fish, like I gotta pan out, it's way too much color. Probably have to get some B-roll of these.
So I always feel.
But don't sleep on green neon tetras. This is probably my favorite of all the neons.
They're very pretty.
The good old-fashioned glow light tetra, can't go wrong with those. And some black skirt tetras.
So I would just like to point out down here, we've got some, I guess.
Albino golden arowana.
We've got these guys, which are actually, thank you, I was not going there, but there they are, and they're lovely, aren't they? But down here, I'm pretty stoked to see these guys. So with geophagus, it comes and goes as far as what's available, and these guys are listed as wine millerii. They actually look like they could be wine millerii, because a lot of times wine millerii are confused with other species, but if they are, it is in fact one of the best larger geos to get. They get about 8 to 10 inches, but they're absolutely beautiful when they're older, and these guys are already a really good size.
All right, what do we got right next door?
This, I was really surprised to see these. So, not surprised to see redhead tapajos. Obviously, they're one of the more common types of geophagus, and they're one of the best as far as size goes. They only get about this big, so about 4.5, 5 inches. These are all adults, and the price is amazing. So, where I come from, an adult geophagus, especially one like this, is going to run anywhere from like $50 to $70 normally, because they take such a long time to grow out. And this is a really, really beautiful, beautiful batch of fish for a really good price. They're really solid. You can see their fins are kind of nipped, and it's just because when you have a lot of geophagus, they can have a little attitude with each other. So you get them out of a setting where they're kind of competing like this and where they have more sand to sift through and more stuff to do, they'll calm down a lot.
So on the end cap here, we have the air pumps and some shrimp and rice fish. Here we have Tangerine Tiger, which is, I mean, that's a great price.
That is a great price.
What do we got here?
Those are black ricefish, so just regular old black Medaka, but I think we see varying levels of black and black Medaka. So you can see one guy in there, I'm not sure where he went, but he is a really good example of a black Medaka. He's like pitch black, but these guys look really nice. They're really healthy, and I think they're really pretty, especially outside.
Here we have some golden bee shrimp. Here we have some Yohiki Medaka ricefish.
Yeah, the Yuhihi are nice. These guys look really healthy. It's nice to see ricefish that look solid, that when you get them, they don't all just perish, because I know a lot of us have had that experience with ricefish, and it's nice to see healthy ricefish in stores. I'm seeing more and more of it, and these guys look really good.
And then we have some orange caps, which this is one of my favorite species.
The koi Medakas are so cool. I kept those, and they were one of my favorites too. Once they get older, you'll see a lot more definition of that cap, and they just look like little mini koi. They're really cool.
What are these ones here?
Which ones are these? Oh, pink Medaka. I actually kept these one time, I think. To me, I just think they're so similar to orange, I barely noticed a difference. They may be a little more salmon-y in color, but for the most part, they're just another really nice Medaka, really solid. If you like the lighter orange, they're a good option.
We're starting on the next row with some emerald dwarf rasboras, which are way better than CPDs in my opinion.
Yeah.
Way less shy, have the same barring, and I mean, they're almost identical as far as I can tell, which I understand they're not, but still. Over here we have Chilothrina caliawalum.
Look at that guy go.
A gigantic pleco, but yeah, this guy is on fire.
Same over there, another one. They're looking very nice.
He has been spawning this whole time. They're spawning in the back. Obviously very happy, very beautiful fish. Should get these while you can. They're not going to last long. And next door, we're going to have another fun tank. We've got gobies, we've got plecos, we've got coolie loaches.
All kinds of squiggly things in this tank.
Yeah, tell us about...
So I actually have kept the blue gobies many times, and I think they're a really hardy, really easy to keep goby. I really enjoy them. They stay very small, so they actually work well in nano tanks, and their behavior is that of any goby. They're hilarious, even though they're tiny. And I love coolie loaches because I love things that wiggle, so I'm a big fan. And I was actually looking at those spiny dwarf plecos, and they're pretty darling, honestly. They almost remind me of Petricola, but it's a very cool tank to me. I like all these little tiny guys.
Okay, so in the back, where's my finger? There it is, right there. There's a really small chameleon whiptail.
Yep.
Just starting to get his colors. There's a few more under here, but they're really hard to see. But just so you can get an idea of the size.
Here's a good one.
Yes, these are the flaming arrow gobies.
Look at that goby. Look at that. That is just, doesn't even do them justice, honestly. They're really, really gorgeous.
And they're also in here with some zebra and black autocinclus. I don't see any of the zebras though, they might be out, but lots of black autocinclus, as you can see. Here we have some more coolie loaches, some longfin cherry barbs. Up top here we have some really nice praecox rainbows that look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they're really, really, they already have that really nice blue sheen to them. They're a good size.
Kind of the entry rainbow fish. This is what gets a lot of people into rainbow fish.
Totally worth keeping though, very enjoyable.
Down below is just some plant tanks, more plant tanks over there. Moving along here.
These guys look so good.
The Golden Wonder Killies.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Golden Wonder Killies.
Me too.
They're big time jumpers, so I would have to say lid.
On
Yeah, has to have a lid, but they get pretty large, and these guys have great color already. Some of them don't have such a nice color, but these are beautiful, and I just think they're really fun. I mean, they're very peaceful, really fun, but they will eat anything they can get their mouths around. Again, they are one of those fish that they have a big mouth, and if they see something move, they're going to go for it. So be wary of that.
Really good for outdoor tubbing if your climate allows. And here we have some big, beautiful emperor tetras.
These are Nematobricon palmeri, so these are the palmeris, and this is one of the nicest batches I've seen in a long time. You can see really easily how to, like, the females have green eyes, the males have blue, so it's really easy to sex these guys, which is always a great thing. But this is how many you should keep, that many at one time.
In a bigger tank, of course.
Yeah, of course, but they really do like to be in big groups, and it really helps to dampen down the aggression because they're a little rude sometimes.
All right, and I always get yelled at when I don't show guppies, so here are some platinum Dumbo ear red tail guppies that are not in focus. And another female betta there for you. And we're going to go to my favorite tank here, actually. I think this is such a good combination of fish.
It really is.
We have the blueberry tetra and quite possibly some of the best orange Venezuelans that I have ever seen. Like, a lot of people say, what can I get? Like, I like Aquarius, but I don't want to spend $100 on one. This fish is like $8, and it looks very similar to an Aquarius as far as I'm concerned. Very dark bodied with the orange fins. They look fantastic. This is a great example of this fish. And who doesn't like the blueberry tetra? It's probably the best looking tetra you can buy under $10. I'll let you talk about these guys since they're your favorite.
I love these. I've never kept these, and I've wanted to for a long time. These are a type of Latacara. They are the Fairi. And just like any other, well, there you have it, just like any other mid-size Acara, so they only get about 4 inches. These guys have huge personalities. They're not shy at all. You can see they're all at the front of the tank, except for with this guy kind of being a jerk. But that's what you can expect from cichlids. Some just have attitude, but they're still, I wouldn't say they're aggressive overall. They're really cool fish. I would love to keep them at some point, and look how pretty they are. I mean, those dark markings with those hits of yellow, really, really pretty fish. You don't see them a lot.
Down below, we have our fancy goldfish. What do you like in there?
Ranchus are my favorite. When I kept goldfish, which the one time I really kept goldfish as an adult, I kept ranchus. So these guys right here, I'm a big fan of them. I think they're really, really enjoyable. I call them screensavers because they just kind of bounce off of things.
Oh, we got more over here. The old DVD screensaver.
Mm-hmm. Just they bop from corner to corner.
All right. Whoop. We went past the neon gobies here and pygmy cories.
Really good size neon gobies in there too.
Oh, there they are, up on the sponge.
All chilling in the back there. Always a good staple goby, I feel.
Some very tiny Pandagoras.
Oh my God.
Very cute little guys.
I don't even care what size a Pandagara is. Watching that many squiggle around is one of the best things ever. So many.
If you've never kept a Pandagara, you need to. They're totally worth it.
It's a must, for sure.
And there's some more chili rasboras in here. Here we have some black short-side, black Venezuelan, whatever you want to call them. Very dark. A very good example of this fish as well. Very good quality. Up top, we're going to have some turquoise rainbows, some polar blue parrots. Down below.
That is one of my favorite right there. Those are croaking gourami. So these guys, and these are like the least shy croaking gourami I've seen ever in my life, especially for having no cover in there. They do not care at all. They can be a little more shy, so it's nice to see this batch not carrying, but they actually make noise. I remember the first time I heard mine croak, I was so excited, because some people don't ever hear it. I've heard of people keeping these for a long time and they never hear it. Maybe they don't have a male or just whatever, but they're really cool little fish. They're great for nano tanks. Super peaceful, really, really pretty. You can see all the iridescence, and they make noise. Fish that make noise are pretty cool.
How loud is the croaking? Can you hear it across the room?
Yes,
or?
you can.
Oh, wow.
If you don't have which I was shocked I heard it because of all my all the filters and everything in my fish room, but I still heard it. They're pretty loud. They can be. I mean, it ranges, but it definitely is audible from feet away for sure.
Awesome. Another staple, some glow light rasboras, which I think are
Those
very
are nice.
underrated.
Those are a really nice batch too. They look very pretty.
I like these better than the hats.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Those are
Very pretty betta in the back there too.
And there is a betta rat, guys. And look at that moving water, which is always nice to see.
Not going to go over every single one, but you can see priced at $19.99.
They're very healthy looking too. All of them look really good.
Now we're going to start getting into some what I think are some cool stuff. We have albino L333s in here. Up here we have the L80, which is a very pretty pleco. There we go. There we go. Very nice looking pleco. Alright, it says there's pom-pom crabs in here. Oh, I see one on the filter back there.
Oh, there one is, yep.
That might be the only one in here.
Staying strong back there. There he goes. He's on the move. Yeah, I only see one.
And a mono shrimp. Ton of nearite snails in here.
Baby bettas.
Just baby bettas. Baby fancy bettas.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Chocolate gouramis.
I have kept these. I am a big fan of gourami, as I mentioned. And again, I'm so surprised at how unshy the fish here are. These fish that I would normally expect to be kind of reserved and not right out there seem to not care about us at all. Chocolate gourami can be a little shy. but they're totally worth keeping. You can see they have really pretty patterning. They're bubble nesters, they're anabantids, they breathe air. It's really interesting. I just think gourami in general are very interesting fish, and these are a really peaceful, pretty option, and you can keep them in pretty small tanks very comfortably. So I'd say like 20 gallons, you could keep several in there and it'd be great.
All right, we have some really cool red crystal shrimp, and in person, not online, but in person, if you buy 10, you get one free. They're $5. I'm telling you, this is probably the best place, even
Yeah.
without the buy 10, get one free, even online. I don't think you're going to find a better price.
And these shrimp look great too. See, not only are they really inexpensive compared to a lot of other places, but they look really, really nice. So it's always nice to get quality for a really good price, and all of them just look great.
Crystal blacks over here.
Super pretty. These, I don't think are for sale right now, but these are Alba marginata. Another very cool betta I've kept. These are one of the species that I would actually recommend if you want to get into wilds and you want to try and breed them, or you want to keep a pair. Alba marginata would be a great place to start. I think, to me, they remind me of like little mini macrostoma.
All right, so here's a new one for me.
I love these.
Sulawesi ram's horn snails.
Look at these guys. Aren't they pretty? They're like purple.
Might get a couple of these.
Yeah, these are really nice. And you guys are a good size. I don't know if you can tell, but they're like an inch long. They're really quite nice.
Easily an inch.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
And there's some blue neo shrimp in there. Cleaning off their shells. Oh, here's a good shot of the blues right here.
On the move, quickly.
Very blue.
Quickly.
Oh, this guy's like coming out of his shell.
Yeah, they've been doing funny stuff. I'm enjoying them.
We have black rose down here. Mexican dwarf crayfish down here. Very peaceful. That's about full grown too. There's ghost crabs. Says first time in the U.S., but we couldn't see any, so we think they're sold out. Oh, there's one
I see it.
the way in the
Yeah,
back
there
there.
it is. I was interested in these. They're pretty cool little guys. Definitely need to do research though, because there's not a whole lot out there about them.
A couple more over here. They look like pom-pom crabs.
Yeah, they do remind me
kind
of pom-poms.
Here I have some more shrimp, some really nice Bloody Marys here. These are really dark red. And some more nearite snails.
I'd just like to point out again, Bloody Mary shrimp for $3.99. That's and they're beautiful. So.
Thai microcrabs. This place always has really good crustaceans.
Yes, they do have great inverts here for sure.
Blue Dreams, looking pretty dreamy. Get it?
Good one.
Blue jelly.
I like blue jello way better. I think we're gonna go with blue jello.
Yeah, it looks more like jello.
It does look like jello.
We got some red rillies over here, fire red down here. The yellow golden backs look really, really good.
Lots of inverts, you guys. It's nice to see this many shrimp.
What do we have up here? Some more guppies, random guppies. These guys chewing on something down here. Oh, these might be I don't know. Thought they might be green jades, but maybe not. Lots of snails, lots of shrimp at an excellent price. Can't say that enough. It's got some rabbit snails down
Got the
here
Himalayan
too.
rabbits. Those are cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big rabbit snail fan. They're really fun.
And now we're going to head back to a secret room that I don't know we're allowed to be in, but there's no one here to tell me no.
Here's hoping.
And I'm guessing this is kind of like a little quarantine area. We've got some rainbows, some more red fins. But look at these beauties right here. First of all, these guppies, like you all know I'm not the biggest guppy guy, but these guppies look great. But these L306, this is his breeding group. And there's also some albino orange lasers. These guys are just monsters. Very nice fish. And these ones are L397. No one's out and about though. And let's see.
Okay, I have to just point out this Ultim Angel because I don't even like angelfish. When you're done, look at that thing.
So these are, I believe, the Orsesii or Excessia, something like that. I'll put the name up on the screen.
Those are pretty.
Very pretty, Corey.
I like those.
I think they run about $35 each. They're pretty dang rare.
Yeah, they're really gorgeous. I like
Really
that a
nice,
lot.
Corey.
So,
Holy
I'm
smokes.
not an angelfish fan, guys. I just had
Me
to give this
neither.
guy
Look
some
at this
credit.
guy.
This is an Ultim Angel. So, of course, people really love the Ultims, but I am quite taken with this thing. It is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the color like we can see it, but the red and the yellow. I mean, we all know Ultims are, they're gorgeous fish, but this is a really pretty angelfish. Like, I just needed to give it a little credit because I usually don't have a lot to say about angelfish, so.
There you go. All right, folks, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the tour. This is our local fish store now, so we're super excited to have it local. It's still pretty far away, but it's the closest one to us. We have partnered with them, so head on over to moonlightaquatics.com, use code Steenfott10. You'll get 10% off your order, and also if you spend $400, you get free shipping, which is pretty crazy. So check it out. Lots of cool stuff, lots of rare stuff, and lots of bread and butter stuff. You won't be disappointed.